Hey guys, I got a present in the mail. I'm so excited, actually. I'm very excited. So, the Zig Kuretake brand. You know, it's really funny. I have never said that word out loud before, and in my head, I pronounce this company's name so much different, but with my American accent, I don't know how to pronounce it out loud. The Kuretake brand sent me something in the mail to try. Let's see if I can get this open. The Kuretake Ganzai Tambi watercolor how to paint flowers little kit. Look how cute this is. I'm so excited. I was honestly kind of expecting them. I thought they were gonna send me, like, I don't know, watercolor pens maybe, but they didn't. They sent me a little watercolor set. I feel like that's so cute. Look at that. It comes with a couple of water brush pens. Let me see. Oh, look at that one's like a chunker. Actually own, not this brand, but I own like a couple of water brush pens. I don't know where they went. I think I only used them like one time. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I could see how they'd be useful, like if I was doing plein air painting or stuff. But that's cool. So it comes with two of those, and then it comes with a manga pen, a little fine liner. I've never used this brand before either. I have like the Sakura Micron pens, but I've never used the Zig brand. I mean, in their fine liners. I have some of their ink products that I like, particularly like the white. I used to use the white ink a lot, and then mine dried out and I just never purchased new ones. So I do like this brand. I like this brand's products. I just made my table shake. So I'm really excited to try these out, and I'm so thankful that they thought of me and they sent these to me. Go figure. So we're gonna try to figure out, the theme is flowers. I guess they want me to paint flowers. Oh, that doesn't come out. But we're gonna think of something to draw. I may not do flowers. I don't know what we'll draw, but we'll think of something to do with this. Okay, I got so excited that I didn't read the directions, but the little booklet does come out, and it comes with like a little pre-printed little flower sheet on a watercolor card. Oh wait, there's multiple pages. Look, I can do like swatching and practice on one, and then they give me one to actually like paint. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't know, am I supposed to read? I don't want to read directions. It even has like little QR codes, little example. So I actually own a Japanese watercolor set. I don't know if I own it by this company or not. It didn't really have a company name on it. I have a spring edition Japanese watercolor set that I got from the Choosing Keeping company. That's what they're called, choosingkeeping.com. It's a little shop in the UK, which I would love to go to one day. And they sell little cute little art supplies and other little kitschy things. So I've used Japanese watercolors before. I don't know if they were this brand. I don't know if only one brand makes them or not. But the Japanese watercolors are kind of interesting because it's almost like they act like watercolors, but then once they go on the paper, it's almost like they got like a weird skin or film on top. It's really bizarre. It doesn't really change how the watercolors look or act. It just feels weird. And the one thing though, I do wish, like, these are all individual and separate. I kind of wish I had like a little palette to put them in. I don't have anything to put these in. They're just gonna be out in the open. So I'll have to figure out what to do with these. But since they gave me a little sheet, I guess we can try this out. I don't know if I should, maybe we should just try and swatch things first, because that's kind of a cool little activity to do. Now I'm starting to wonder if I should just stop drawing, if maybe I should just become a colorist. I don't know. I've got a little cup of water And I've got a little paper towel, and maybe we should try these little water color pens. Oh, you know what? Let's swatch the little micron pen out first. How about that? Uh-oh. Maybe mine's dead. Well, that's kind of... Or maybe it's just supposed to look like that. Maybe it's gray. Did I not read the directions on there? It is gray. Okay, it's not dead, it's just gray. I thought the ink was running out. No, it's a little gray pen. Okay, well that's fine, and that's very, very fine lines. I was expecting it to come out black. All right, and then these ones, how push, their directions. Push. And then you're just like the water. You're just like supposed to fill it by like, oh no, 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 I'm breaking stuff already. I kind of looked at the directions already, I thought. You're just supposed to like squeeze it in water, and then it's just supposed to... Who knows if I did that correctly. I don't think I got anything in there. Put it back together. Let's try the yellow one. Yeah. Artist fail already. I swear I kind of saw the directions on these and it just said pull the brush off and squeeze in the water. Oh, that one looks like it's doing it. Oh, there's water in there. If worse comes to worse, we're just going to use a regular brush, but I just wanted to see. I can't get any more in there. All right, well, we'll just put you back together. All right. So these are lovely colors. These are actually colors that I would use on my own frequently anyway. What is it? It's Lilac, which is one of my favorite colors, but I hardly ever, I collect a lot of lilac. Actually, lavender and lilac, I should make a video on that with the sheer amount of collection that I own of this individual color, period. I never ever use it, but it's one of my favorite colors to collect. We've got cadmium scarlet, cherry blossom, rose madder, purple, and olive green. So all of these I use all the time, except for maybe the olive green. I don't use greens that much. We're just gonna swatch these out real quick. I'm gonna try out this pen, but it's probably not gonna turn out good. So this is the cherry blossom. Oh shoot, I got water all over the one I was supposed to color. That's fine. I do wonder if this fine liner will smear if I put color over it. Draw a little heart. It's the only thing with these like water brushes. It's like the little fibers on the brush get tinted, and that kind of bothers me because I think it's dirty. Let's grab this one's pretty. I think this one's my favorite up here, the rose madder. I own that in a lot of watercolors too. Oh, maybe that's too dark. I just wanted to know if you were going to smear the colors. Go for a light color. Light color. I'm a messy person. Messy, messy. Oh Lord, now I'm just piling it on really opaque. I like opaque colors. I just, for my purposes, I just wanted to see if it was going to smear the ink. Oh no, I'm making a mess. That's okay. This is called mixing. Oh my goodness me. Right side is, I don't think it smeared the paint. I just made a mess everywhere. Not the paint, the ink. You know what I'm trying to say. I am getting kind of like, I feel like I have Japanese color scheme going on for sure. I used to have, when I was a kid, a little Japanese kimono. We were stationed in Japan when I was really young, and I had a kimono that was like all of these colors. It was like a light pink color with little darker pink little Japanese girls on them, and they were wearing like little pink and green kimonos. So that to me reminds me a little bit of my childhood, so that's very pretty. I'm gonna toss this to the side. I'll let that dry. I'd mentioned that I own a Japanese watercolor set already. These do feel a little bit different. These I had mentioned because they felt filmy to me, the other set that I own. Just felt like there was a film or like a skin on the colors. These ones don't feel like that so much, so it feels a little bit different. Again, that's not a bad thing at all that it did. It just was noticeably a different feel. These ones do feel very much so like a watercolor. So I'm enjoying this so far. Since they are very nice and they gave me this little sheet here, I think I'm going to quickly color this in just for fun. I'm honestly not really used to doing flowers, so I guess what we'll do, we'll just make a hot mess. I'm going to do a darker color in the middle. We'll just do that one. I'm trying to decide what colors I want to do because I kind of want to use all the colors. But this is just for fun, just for fun. Do that purple. I like flowers. I like artists who paint flowers as their hobby. I just personally cannot find the interest to study flowers. I kind of wish that I did, but like no matter, oh no, this pink is just so opaque. It's kind of like no matter how much I wish that I could be good at flowers, I just can't get behind it. My body's just like, nah, draw a kitty, and that's what I like to do. So I'm always very impressed with artists who can find joy in painting this type of thing. I think I'll just forever do standard boring cartoony flowers because that's where my brain ends. So again, this is just for fun. This is not supposed to be professional artist time. I'm just thrilled that they sent this to me. I am really enjoying it because I like how I love opaque paints when I go to choose watercolors. I'm looking for how opaque they are. Like I don't necessarily need them to be like gouache because I can just go by gouache, but I do have a soft spot for any sort of a pastel kind of watercolor, and I like it when they're really opaque because then they show up on tinted paper. I like to use tinted paper when I paint, and the more opaque the watercolor is, the better it's going to show up. So these being so thick and scrumptious, look how much fun this is. Actually, I thought I was making a mess, but they're actually kind of drying kind of cool. Okay, that's neat. I'm going to ignore that cadmium red, the one that one's kind of too orangey for my flavor. And a little bit. Oh well, I guess if you were coming here expecting original art, my bad. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Maybe I just need to purchase me a watercolor book. Like, I see them at the store sometimes to learn how to watercolor, color it in like it's a coloring book. Maybe I just need to do that. Look how pretty that is. I'm afraid to touch it. Let me let that dry for a second, and then I'll come back and I'll just color in the stems with the green. I don't want to mix colors too much. It's still drying, but I used a little bit of the cadmium scarlet in the leaves just as an excuse to use that color, to say that I used all of the colors. I'm just gonna add a little bit of definition for fun. This was a pretty enjoyable little exercise. So it's still a little bit wet. I added a little bit of some Posca pen to add the yellow at the center of the flowers, and just some white and some little highlights. I don't know if you can tell, but if I like bend this in the light, you can actually still kind of see some of that film just at the edges of the watercolor. But otherwise, yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. Since this video ran a lot longer than I expected it to, I think I may still try and do a whole illustration, but with all of my Japanese watercolors. I mean, I've done that before, but we'll just incorporate these new ones in another future video. But for right now, I really enjoyed that, and thank you so much for sending me this set, you guys. That was such a neat highlight of my week. Yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.